everybody, and welcome to Include Me to the Club podcast. We're here live from the studio down at Ideas Academy in Barhead, bringing the latest news, goss, and information to you all amazing people out there. So, in the studio, guys, we've got our setup, and it's currently live going to you right now. So, how's it this Sunday afternoon? Hope you're all doing fantastic. The weather's been a bit hit and miss out there today. Now, sadly, we had started the day very, very early. We were away to Glen Rothes up in Fife with the team who were going to be taking part in the charity skydive. Now, once we got there, it looked fantastic. Sun was shining, blue skies. The team were going in for their safety briefing and demonstration about all things jumping out of planes. Yep, it was pretty scary, especially when the planes looked like they'd been Pritt sticked and sellotaped together for some of them. Totally safe, mind you, but not your usual holiday charter flight, as you would see. And sadly, as the time went on, the wind picked up, and before we knew it, it was gusting about 25, 30 knots, which sadly was over the threshold to actually jump out. If you ever knew there was such a threshold for jumping out of a plane. The guys were prepared to go up 10,000 feet, roughly 2 miles, and launch themselves out of the plane on behalf of the charity. So a huge thank you to the team who have been fundraising, who were, as I would put it, putting their lives on the line for the charity today. Sadly, that never happened and it never took place, but it's just been postponed. It will get reorganised, and they might need to do it in smaller groups just with the reorganisation, but they'll be making their way back up to Glen Rothes to do that in the coming weeks and months ahead. Now, don't forget, folks, right at this moment in time, we are going through our summer holiday programme and summer holidays for most of the team. So we are a little bit short in capacity right now in terms of manning the phones and being able to respond to emails in hopefully what would be our usual timely fashion. But definitely at the moment we are a wee bit longer in kind of keeping in touch. So please bear with us, and please be patient whilst we kind of get the holidays out the way and some recruitment going on as well just now. Just a chance to kind of connect with us and understand sometimes the capacity challenges that go on in the background that not everyone knows about, not everyone sees. I think sometimes we can be guilty of being able to put lots of content and information out on social media, and it looks like we've got this massive team of people in the background manning the organisation, and actually we come to surprise so many people that actually the core team is so small, and there's roughly 3-4 people who are at the back end of everything we do. We obviously have our thematic teams, so we have our teams who look after children's, youth and adult services specifically, and then our projects as well. But actually, behind all that, there's not a huge deal of capacity or too many people who would be able to kind of just keep picking up the phone and responding as we try to do. And that's really important, guys. Keeping in touch, keeping contact, keeping that connection to what we do. We get how important that is, and we get how much you guys value that as well. So no easy task or mean feat, as you can imagine, with so many people looking for services, so many people looking for information, and just our regular members looking to stay in touch with us throughout the weeks when things come up. So there's lots happening, guys. This week we have our Blackpool trip, and Blackpool is on Saturday, so if you've not got your tickets already, there might be some spare seats available. Not promising, but certainly if you get in touch, we can see if we can squeeze you in. There may be some seats on buses still going down. That's on Saturday. another early morning rise for those who are going. That'll be another early shot down to Blackpool for the day. And for most people, you'll either split between going to the pleasure beach or you'll end up going round all the other sights and sounds of Blackpool, which include the Tower, Madame Tussauds, Sea Life Centre, lots of other stuff. Or just customary, going for an ice cream, visiting the piers, and probably spending an absolute fortune in Coral Island, I would imagine, for most folk. Great place to go down just for a wee day, get some, late lunch or lunch, fish and chips by the sea in Blackpool, a wee ice cream. It can be as expensive or inexpensive as you choose to deliver or see out your day, really. So get in touch if you want to go to Blackpool and you don't already have your tickets. Then this is, the opportunity to get that done as well. So what else is going on? So in a few months' time, we just had, obviously, just last weekend, the Include Me to Club Family Fun Day at Cowan Park, which was another fantastic day, another fantastic event in the calendar. It was a day that was threatening a bit of rain, bit of wind, bit of weather, but actually it brightened up as it did last year as well. And we had a phenomenal day. The sun came out, it was shining, we all got burnt. But most importantly, what was the magic touch of it all was you all came, you all got involved, you all got out of the house and came down to Cowan Park, which was amazing. Just sometimes you think back and you go, oh, hold on a minute, what happened that day? And you go, right, we were on site from about 4:30, 5 in the morning. And we were still there at kind of 9:30, 10 o'clock at night almost. So pretty busy day. But we hope you enjoyed it. We hope everyone got something from it. And we tried to design the day where there was something for everybody, whether that be a family fun fair, whether that be, the mountain bike and cycling activities, whether that was the stalls of the traditional kind of carnival games, the archery, the golf, the street games, the street sports. We also tried some new stuff, so we had obviously purchased some new equipment, which included the disc golf and the foot golf. So it was an opportunity to try those new kind of sports. We brought out the Kirby, which is always a family favourite and a bit of a traditional game. Try finding a curb nowadays because the amount of cars that are on streets usually are sometimes parked up on curbs as well, blocking them. So kids can't really get the chance to play Kirby like probably I did when I was growing up, and it was a game that provided you hours of fun and challenge, lots of skills in doing that. So yeah, Kirby went down really well actually. We obviously had a bounce zone and inflate zone, which was well received, over 12 inflatables there, which was fantastic. But as always, the entertainment stage was the star attraction from our live performers, Sasha Caleres, Robin Ashcroft, Maria Rakaviti, who were just phenomenal, great supporters of the charity, singing, using their talents, their voices to entertain us, and they were just absolutely phenomenal. We then had PBW Wrestling Show, which always has gone down a storm, even back to when we done the fundraising event in the Foundry. They went down an absolute storm last year at the Queen's Jubilee event. And obviously this year, at the 2023 Family Fun Day, another crowd gathered to watch the guys in action. And again, a fantastic spectacle. The luchador was there. He was, flipping and flying, which is absolutely a sight to behold. And then we went back to music. We had a range of singers and performers from Nicholas MacDonald from The X Factor. We had Just the Brave, the Scottish boy band. We had a guest appearance from Bev Lyons, who hosted and compared parts of the day, which was lovely to see Bev along and kind of get her involved in what we do. And then we had the one and only Clyde 1 GBX King, George Bowie. So George came along with a 1 hour GBX set and actually rocked Cowan Park. And who would have thought George Bowie would have been live in Cowan Park with a GBX set? Just fantastic. And George is a huge supporter of what we do here at the charity, and just so privileged to have him support and back what we do, and provide that promotion, that support, that guidance and help whenever we need it as well, which is phenomenal. We were then supported by one of Scotland's up and coming big name DJs, is Deacon, who is absolutely phenomenal, brings confidence and bounce for being only 12, 13 years old. Unbelievable, fantastic talent for his age, and he is destined for great things, and just great to have a great connection with the wee man, and kind of support from him on events as well, which is great. We were then joined by the Voice winner Craig Eddy, who won The Voice and has a phenomenal voice, of course, so is why he won it. But we obviously had that great performance live in Cowan Park, which was absolutely fantastic. And we were closed out on the day by the Ronins, who are a band who supported the charity so much over the last couple of years, doing our events in the Garys, doing support stuff for us as well, and to Lindsay, Jim, Debbie, Erin and the rest of the team over the years. Just phenomenal. Thank you very much for that support. And they closed out the park event phenomenally well, with their range of music as well. So that was the last weekend, and again, just blink of an eye it was gone, blink of an eye it was over already, but such a phenomenal event. And already those conversations have started about, is there a 2024 Family Fun Day? And that's a question I suppose we ask ourselves after every event of reflection. Did it achieve what it set out to achieve? Did everybody have fun and enjoy it? And should there be another one? So we're currently asking ourselves that. We think everyone enjoyed it and had fun, thanks to all the Facebook feedback, comments that everyone shared with us. They have been so nice to read and so nice to see that actually all the hard work and effort that goes in behind the scenes that not everyone sees is appreciated as well, which is important, guys. I've got to say that a big team of people put a lot of effort into these things, and they might look like one-off days that this all just comes together magically. I can assure you it doesn't. Those types of events are months in the planning, usually a lot of stress, headaches, tears and turnout hair the week of the event, a phenomenal amount of hours on the day of the event, and also after the event, which not everyone will get to see. The loading and unloading, the reshaping and packing of vans and logistics, again, everything back to where it has to go, takes days after it. It doesn't just magically appear, sadly, as much as we would love that to. So yeah, a huge thanks to the team behind the scenes. They're not always seen, they're not always recognised, and they're not always celebrated because they just go and do what they do. But a huge thank you to everyone involved in that event, no matter what they done, whether that was litter pick, man the barriers, or go around and just help wherever they needed to on the day. So thank you so much. And looking forward, we have obviously the Gala Ball and Awards Night, which is the 29th of September. So that's going to be held in the Crown Plaza again this year. Tickets are on sale right now, tickets for individuals, members, non-members, and also tables. And last year we had that Halloween theme ball, which was a phenomenal event, seeing our awards night and celebrations by our local businesses, our local sponsors, our local MSPs, MPs that we are involved with, and Cabinet Secretary for Health at the time, now First Minister Hamza Youssef was there, alongside Kirsten Oswald, Tom Affer, Chris Stevens, and local business supporters who all kind of got behind the event and supported it as well, which was fantastic. So this year's theme is a night of the movies. Yep, the night of the movies. So the theme is kind of Oscars, red carpet, glitz and glamour. You can also dress to impress, you can dress to be comfortable, or you can dress as potentially your favourite film star or movie theme. So if it's about decking out in your Back to the Futures and getting your Martin McFlys on, your Doc Browns, or if you just want to come glitz and glammed up in your tux, kilt or dress, That's amazing, and will be great to see you along at this event. So tickets are on sale. They're both online, but to help you, if you would like, you can also pay them up, and we do that through the clubs. So if you are wanting to pay the ticket up a couple of pounds a week, or £5 or £10 a month, whatever it is, we'd love to see you there, and we want you to just kind of let us know you want to pay that up, so that it can help make it more affordable for you. You can spread it out across the couple of months leading up to the event itself. On the night, we will have some phenomenal entertainment, as we always do. You will start off with a drinks reception with entertainment, and the party usually starts at 6 o'clock, either with that glass of wine, bottle of beer, or soft drink. And then we'll move inside, where we'll be joined by our host and compere for the night, Gary Spence. Now, you'll know who Gary Spence hopefully is. He is on Clyde 1FM, and he does the drive time show, so he kind of mostly gets you home between I think 4 o'clock and like 6 or 7, depending on if Super Scoreboard's on or not. And Gary will be there to take us through proceedings and our awards section. We'll be joined by entertainers, dancers, and we will have, of course, the amazing George Bowie joining us for a GBX set live at the event. We've also got secured Dion Hickey, and for those who have maybe seen or heard of Dion, Dion does some amazing sounds between her big ballads set, and obviously lots of big movie hits in there, big numbers, all the way through to Dion doing a second set at the end of the night, near the end, and she'll close us out with the Clubland Classics. So she sings all the dance classics and tunes that will see us through to the wee small hours of 1 AM in the morning. Now, for those who would like to stay over, there is a discounted room rate for those who are attending the event, and you can also get a discounted room rate through the charity to stay over at the hotel. Again, that can be booked directly with the hotel and paid for in advance. And if you would like information about that, please just get in touch with us on that. But a phenomenal night. We're still to add lots of little finishing touches to that one, little touches round the sides, and some additional entertainment to be confirmed. We're about to embark on our 6-week summer programme as of tomorrow, Monday, at Calabar Primary School, and sadly, due to kind of funding challenges and restrictions this year, we've had to instead of being able to increase the programme, which we'd also hoped, we've kind of had to kind of maintain, or in fact reduce the capacity, just due to the funding situation that's out there. We had hoped to be able to capacity build and capacity for lots more children to join the programme. Last year we had roughly 60 children a day attend, and we hoped we'd have been able to increase that, but sadly that looks to be much less, reduced by around 50% this year, 50%. So yeah, real challenges afoot, we know, across the board, but certainly very much trying to negate those and stave off those challenges, and have those long-term strategic conversations with our partners, our funders, and our local authorities to see how we can better impact and better build for the times ahead. It's not going to be easy by any means, by any shape or by any form, but the only way we can find solutions is by getting round tables and discussing and sharing ideas, and making those opportunities happen for as many people as possible. So yeah, 6 weeks of summer programme coming up. Fingers crossed for some good weather, get the kids out and about as much as possible instead of staying inside the venue. And again, important to highlight that as a membership organisation, being a member and regularly attending opportunities through our programmes is the route to these opportunities as well, by being an active member. Now, we have lots of members who maybe only attend 1 or 2 things per year, maybe only come to particular events or opportunities, but in fact the way to these opportunities really are attending our services on a regular basis, because it helps us get to know you as an individual, as a family, and it means that we can prioritise your places as you're regularly attending as a member of the charity. We can prioritise your space and your opportunities at these other types of programmes. And sadly, that's the priority group that we have to focus in on, is the members of the charity who are members and regularly attending. And we're not always able to capacitate members who have just registered for that specific opportunity, and that's primarily due to funding. As I said, we had hoped to be able to increase one last year, but sadly that wasn't the case this time around. So that's the next 6 weeks of summer programme, Blackpool, the ball in September. Beyond that, guys, at the moment, we are just plugging away, doing our usual stuff. We're doing a bit of a little website refresh right now, so we're going to be refreshing the website with more up-to-date data, hopefully make it a bit more easier to understand, to navigate, and also get those information, that key information that you need of what's on, where and when. So a more refreshed and updated what's on guide will be very much one of our priorities. But don't forget that specifically alongside the Include Me Too Club Facebook page, our main page, we also have our thematic pages. So if you're a child or a parent of a child attending our services, please follow our IM2C Children's Services Facebook page. If you're a youth yourself or a young person's parent or guardian, then again, please follow the Include Me Too Club youth page, because again, most relevant up-to-date information will be posted there. Our IM2C adult services page, and then again, these will go with the colorations of the charity, so green for children, purple for youth, adults is red. And we also have the IM2C community services page, which is our kind of orange colour as well. So not everything goes on our main page, because we know everybody's looking there. Over nearly 8,000 followers are on that, looking at information. So we're trying to kind of make sure you find the information where you really need it, and making sure that you look where you're kind of needing to look for it as well. So don't forget, give them a like, give them a follow, and give them a share amongst your friends. Again, making sure that you share the membership link so that people can become a member and can get access to the services week in, week out throughout the year. And again, these are the things that open up the opportunities for members only events or member only opportunities. And again, we always try to kind of work through a priority list to make sure those who need us most can benefit. At the same time, we have to deliver services to those who regularly attend and come along to the charity's work as well. So not an easy task, believe you me, for our team who to do all of this. So looking forward, guys, lots of positive, great events and opportunities ahead. At the same time, lots of challenges and restrictions around funding and the availability sometimes of opportunities. So we're here, we're listening, we're actively taking note of what people need and want, and we're out there searching hard for the funds and for the money to make that happen. Sadly, doesn't always come around when we need it. Sadly, it doesn't always come around at all, as much as we know it's well needed. But we'll keep plugging away, we'll keep pushing, we'll keep that conversation going with a range of funders to make sure we're trying to get the funds through the door that allow us to deliver the services that you truly need and want. And that'll be an ongoing challenge constantly. We have no doubt about that. So please just, again, bear with us, be patient, and keep in the loop and keep in touch with these things as we go. It's so important. Beyond that, guys, we hope you are having an amazing summer so far. Enjoy getting out on those good days, get some fresh air, enjoy the sun when it's there. Sadly, not always. If you need anything at all, please get in touch. As I said, you can give us a call on 0141 881 0544. You can email us on info@includemetoclub.org.uk or visit our website www.includemetoclub.org.uk. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and get in touch that way also. So thank you very much, guys. We hope you're all well, hope you're doing fantastic, and we'll see you all again on a live podcast, a live show, making use of media makers and champions down here at Ideas Academy, a fantastic space for our work and getting people more involved in what we do and how we deliver it. So, thanks very much, guys. You've been with me this afternoon, and we'll see you all later on. Take care. Bye.